Guyana, home to more than 800,000 people, is a small South American nation nestled between Venezuela and Suriname that is on the brink of an economic revolution. With vast natural resources such as oil, gold, diamonds, and bauxite, coupled with strategic government policies, Guyana is poised to become the richest country in the Caribbean. But how did this transformation begin, and what does the future hold for this emerging powerhouse? In recent years, Guyana has experienced remarkable economic growth. The nation's GDP has surged, thanks in part to significant oil discoveries, investments in infrastructure, and a growing services sector. From 2015 to 2023, Guyana's GDP grew at an unprecedented rate. According to a recently published World Bank report, Guyana's gross domestic product, GDP, will surge to 33.4% by the end of 2024, outpacing many of its Caribbean neighbors. Thanks to its entry into the oil production market, Guyana has grown to become the third largest economy in the English-speaking Caribbean after Trinidad and Jamaica. This growth is not just a flash in the pan, it's supported by strong fundamentals. Beyond oil, sectors like agriculture, mining, and technology are contributing to a diversified economy. Local businesses are thriving, and new startups are emerging, further bolstering economic resilience. The real game changer for Guyana came with the discovery of vast oil reserves by ExxonMobil. ExxonMobil initiated oil and gas exploration activities in Guyana in 2008, collecting and evaluating substantial 3D seismic data that led to the company drilling its first exploration well in 2015. This discovery has the potential to transform Guyana into one of the wealthiest nations in the region. Guyana's oil reserves are among the largest discovered in the last decade. The potential for revenue generation is immense, and it could lead to significant economic prosperity. With estimated recoverable resources of over 11 billion barrels of oil, production began in late 2019, producing 380,000 barrels a day. Presently, Guyana produces over 645,000 barrels of oil per day, with plans to further increase production to about 1.3 million barrels per day by 2027, generating billions in revenue. The country is poised to become the world's fourth largest offshore oil producer, placing it ahead of Qatar, the United States, Mexico, and Norway. The oil boom will generate billions of dollars for this largely impoverished nation. This rapid increase in oil production has attracted international attention and substantial foreign investment, positioning Guyana as a key player in the global oil market. The Guyanese government has played a crucial role in managing this newfound wealth. Strategic policies and initiatives have been implemented to ensure sustainable growth and development. With oil money pumping into the country, some people are asking if the Guyanese government will distribute the country's oil revenues directly to households. However, President of Guyana, Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali, opposes this idea. He argues that this approach could lead to Dutch disease, a phenomenon where large windfall revenues harm a country's broader economy. Instead, Ali emphasized the importance of investing oil revenues in sustainable projects that foster long-term growth. Despite the significant growth driven by the oil sector, Ali highlighted the robust expansion of Guyana's non-oil economy, citing a 26.3% growth in the construction sector as an example. The government plans to allocate oil revenues to infrastructure projects, healthcare, education, and other sectors to ensure diversified and sustainable economic development. Guyana has accrued over $2 billion in oil revenue since 2019, and future revenues are expected to rise significantly with ongoing offshore projects. The 2023 budget, totaling $781.9 billion Guyanese dollars, allocates substantial funds for infrastructure upgrades and the gas-to-energy plants, while also providing $50 billion Guyanese dollars in measures to alleviate cost of living pressures and improve the quality of life for all citizens. When compared to other Caribbean nations, Guyana's economic indicators are impressive. With a GDP growth rate projected to reach 33.4% in 2024, it far surpasses regional averages. This economic boom positions Guyana as a leader in the region, attracting foreign investments and creating new opportunities for its citizens. While the oil boom-related infrastructure projects have created jobs, it's rare for Guyanese to work directly in the oil industry. The work to dig deep into the ocean floor is highly technical, and the country doesn't offer such training as yet. Guyana's strategic location and favorable investment climate are drawing businesses and investors from around the world, further accelerating its economic ascent. The economic growth is also having a profound social impact. Communities across the country are seeing improvements in living standards and access to services. Investments in social programs and community development are ensuring that the wealth generated benefits everyone, not just the elite. However, this rapid growth is not without its challenges. Environmental concerns, political instability, and the need for transparent governance are critical issues that must be addressed. While Guyana's economic prospects are bright, the country faces a significant geopolitical challenge: the ongoing territorial dispute with Venezuela over the Essequibo region. The Essequibo region, rich in natural resources, has been a point of contention between Guyana and Venezuela for over a century. Covering nearly two-thirds of Guyana's land area, this region is crucial to the nation's future. The dispute dates back to the 19th century and has seen numerous legal and diplomatic efforts to resolve it. Despite an 1899 arbitration ruling in favor of Guyana, Venezuela continues to claim the territory. The Essequibo region is not just a matter of national pride, it's also strategically important due to its natural resources, including significant oil reserves. The discovery of oil in the waters off the Essequibo coast has heightened tensions. Venezuela has repeatedly challenged Guyana's right to explore and extract resources in this area. In recent years, Guyana has taken the dispute to the International Court of Justice, seeking a legal resolution. The outcome of this case could have profound implications for the region's stability and Guyana's economic future. A resolution through the International Court of Justice could provide clarity and stability, allowing Guyana to proceed with its development plans without the looming threat of conflict. Both nations have engaged in diplomatic efforts to manage tensions, but the path to a lasting resolution remains complex and fraught with challenges. Guyana also faces internal conflicts that could derail their path to wealth. 3 years after the 2015 oil discovery, a political crisis erupted in Guyana, which is dominated by two main parties: the Indo-Guyanese People's Progressive Party and the Afro-Guyanese People's National Congress, which formed a coalition with other parties. That coalition was dissolved after a no-confidence motion approved by a single vote in 2018 gave way to snap general elections in 2020. Those saw the Indo-Guyanese People's Progressive Party win by 1 seat in a race that's still being contested in court. The USAID report accused the previous administration of a lack of transparency in negotiations and oil deals with investors, adding that the tremendous influx of money opens many avenues for corruption. Now, what if Guyana is able to manage its wealth? Could Guyana become the UAE of the Caribbean, based on its vast offshore oil reserves? Guyana has the potential to achieve this transformation, as its significant oil discoveries could dramatically boost its GDP and improve living standards. However, realizing this potential will require strong governance to avoid the resource curse, transparent management of oil revenues through mechanisms like a sovereign wealth fund, and strategic investments in infrastructure, education, and healthcare. Additionally, diversifying the economy beyond oil, similar to the UAE's success in tourism and finance, and implementing stringent environmental protections will be crucial. If Guyana can navigate these challenges, it could leverage its oil wealth for sustained and inclusive development, positioning itself as a prosperous leader in the Caribbean. Guyana stands at the threshold of unprecedented wealth and opportunity. With strategic management and sustainable practices, it has the potential to become the richest country in the Caribbean, setting a new standard for economic success in the region. As Guyana navigates this transformative journey, The eyes of the world are watching, hopeful for a future where prosperity and sustainability go hand in hand. Political stability and transparency in governance are also essential to ensure that the benefits of growth are equitably distributed and sustainable in the long term. The story of Guyana is one of potential and promise, a testament to what can be achieved with vision and determination. The coming years will be crucial in shaping its destiny, and the world will be watching.